Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to Man Cave Meals. I've got something here I want to show you guys this week. A lot of you are probably like me and you've got everything you need for your kitchen and then some, and you're always looking for that perfect gift item for the grill guy or girl who's got everything. I am very pleased this week to be able to show you the MANNKITCHEN pepper cannon. So let's have a look. So the first thing we'll do is take this out of the package and open the box. This is not something I do very often, so we're actually going to get to have an unboxing video today. So let's pop this guy open and see what's inside. Of course, there's a manual. We'll have a look at that momentarily. It looks like an O-ring, a set screw, and an extra wrench. Okay, here we go. Man, that thing is beautiful. So let's have a look at it. So let's have a look what we have here. The bottom cap comes off, and this can be used as a catch cup if you want to grind. I think it's set up to 1/3 of a cup in here, and here are your adjustments for coarseness. And I've gone through the 0 setting and just set this thing up initially as a fine grind. So from here, I'm going to put the cap back on. We're going to take the quick release top off, and I'm going to dump in some black peppercorns. I filled it about half full, and then we'll just put the top back on, and we should be ready to grind. I've got this on the finest setting, and let's take the cup off, and we've got a very fine grind there. Let me get a white plate. So onto a white plate, we'll just grind. We've got a really nicely fine grind there. And one of the advantages of the pepper cannon is the volume of pepper you get with each turn. So let me take that pepper off, and we'll set up for a coarser grind. Turn that a bit that way. And as you can see, it just dumps out a good volume of pepper with each turn of the wheel. So I want to back it up for even coarser, because I like a really coarse grind on pepper, and that's about perfect right there. Let's see if I can go even further on the coarseness. Oh yeah, that's amazing, and nothing beats the smell of freshly ground cracked black pepper. What I've done here is tried to set up a bit of a demo of 5 different levels of coarseness that you can get from this guy. This is extremely coarse, and over here is extremely fine. This one's about as fine as you should be able to grind here according to the instructions, and I've got everything in between, and each one of these little piles represents 10 turns of the top of the mill. And so that's let's see if I can measure that coarse one there. Looks like it's at least a teaspoon of pepper just from 10 quick turns of the mill. And one of the things I do, and the reason I like a mill like this, it's got a high volume of grind, is I'm frequently grinding larger amounts of black pepper when I'm making my homemade rubs. And if I need a half a cup of pepper, sometimes turning that out takes a while with a hand crank pepper mill. And one of the things I want to demonstrate for you next is some of the volume difference between this mill and the mill I've been using on a per turn basis. This is the pepper mill I've been using, so let's give this guy 10 turns. That's how much I get on 10 turns from that pepper mill. And then we'll kind of compare that to 10 turns from this one. It's a good bit more pepper from that, and those are similar grinds. I've set that up to be visually close to the same grind. So what I'd like to do now is a little test to see what the difference is there. I'm going to grind out 10 more turns from my original pepper mill. And then I'm going to put that in a container that we can weigh. So I've put a tare in for the weight of this container. So we have about 0.59 grams, about 0.6 of a gram. So let's do the same thing on the other mill. So on this one, I'm going to put the catch cap on and turn 10 times. And then I'll just pull the catch cap off and we'll dump this in. I have 0.95 grams there, so it's roughly 0.6 grams to 0.95 grams. I'm getting, 50% more pepper per turn with this mill at that setting. The instructions specifically do say not to grind salt with this guy, but there's a lot of other herbs and spices that I like to grind. So I've put some coriander in here, and I get a really nice grind on the coriander, and actually I'd want to go a little finer maybe than that. So yeah, that's we're gonna go even tighter. Does a beautiful job here with coriander. Let's try some cumin. So I've unloaded the coriander and put some cumin in. Oh yeah, there's nothing that smells quite like freshly ground cumin, and man, that's crazy. And once again, you can adjust the coarseness of your grind just by turning this counterclockwise or clockwise. So once again, this guy's really beefy. Let's see how much it weighs. I'm putting it on my scale. It weighs in at 537 grams, or 1 pound and 3 ounces. And it has a catch cup down at the bottom. You can use this if you want to grind and collect it in the cup, or you can grind directly on top of whatever you're going to put your spice on. And the quick release top, you just press down on the button and it opens up and allows you to fill that. And this can be fully disassembled for cleaning. There's an instruction video online that if you really wanted to take this guy apart, but I don't think you're going to be able to see down in here very well in this video, maybe, but those are metal. That's metal conical burr down there. That's I'm guessing that's probably stainless steel. It's not plastic. There's nothing plastic in this guy, and you just pop that top back on and you're set to go for your grind.